Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are good. So dear students, let us continue with chapter 6, 100 races part 2. Okay? Chapter 6, 100 races part 2. Written by L. Pusser Easter. Okay? So dear students, as we know that this chapter is the second part of chapter 5th. Okay? So as of now, what we have discussed in the chapter, first I am going to revise once again, then I will start explaining the remaining paragraph of this chapter. So all the students are requested to take out their book, as I am not going to share any e-content now. Okay? So please take out your book and open chapter 6, the 100 races part 2. Okay? Have you got? I hope everyone has taken out his or her book. Okay? So beta, as of now in this chapter we have seen that this chapter is about a girl whose name was Wanda Pentrosky. What was her name? Her name was Wanda Pentrosky. Wanda Pentrosky was a Polish girl. She was a Polish girl and she was studying in an American school with American students. As she belonged to a different race, her name was different. American students, they were considering her name a funny name and they used to make fun of the girl. The girl was getting hurt as all the students, they were waiting for the girls, and when school gets over they gathered and they started teasing the girl. So the girl, she was getting hurt, but she did not respond. She never responded. The girls, including Maddie and Peggy, two more characters we got to know is Peggy and Maddie. Peggy and Maddie, when they were coming to school, they used to wait for the girl. Not because they wanted to accompany the girl, because they wanted to tease the girl. So that is why they were waiting the girl, so that they could tease her. So thus Maddie and Peggy and other schoolgirls, they used to tease Wanda Petronsky because of her funny name. Maddie did not like to tease Wanda Petronsky, but unwillingly she had to stand by Peggy because Peggy was a rich girl and Maddie did not want to lose her friendship. And Peggy was also a poor girl and she was also thinking that if she would oppose Peggy, Maddie was thinking that if she would oppose Peggy, then she would be the next target. So that is why she dared not to oppose her and other students. Since last 3 days, Wanda Petronsky was not coming to school. No one noticed her absent except Maddie and Peggy. So one day, it was a competition of dress designing for the girls and working model making for the boys, in which each and every students were presented their articles. Girls presented their dress design and boys, they presented their models, working models. It was the day of the result. Miss Mason, their teacher, was to announce the result. When everyone speculating that who was going to win the competition. For girl, everyone was sure that Peggy would win because she was good at drawing. So that is why everyone was thinking that Peggy would win the first prize. But when Miss Mason announced the result, everyone got surprised. It was Wanda Petronsky who won the first prize. But unfortunately, the girl was not there to receive the first prize. Even she did not know, Wanda Petronsky, she did not know that she got the first prize. The next day, her teacher, Miss Mason, got a letter from Wanda's father, in which it was mentioned that they had left the city because in that city everyone used to tease Wanda Petronsky because of her funny name. So as she belonged to different race, she was of Polish family, so that is why she had different appearance, she had different name, so that is why other girls used to tease her, and one day they decided to leave that city and they shifted to a new city. Wanda's father also mentioned in the letter that now they shifted to a big city, and in big city there are plenty of funny names, so no one was going to tease them. No more teasing will be done. So when all the students came across it, when they heard that they had shifted because they were teased, so everyone started feeling guilty, especially Maggie and Paddy, who were the head. When all the girls, they used to tease Wanda Petronsky, so Maddie and Peggy used to be a leader. So that is why students, they started realizing their mistake at that point, especially Maddie and Peggy. Maddie and Peggy decided to go to Wanda's house and let her know that she had won the first prize, and also they decided that they would tell her that she would come back to school, and now no one would tease her. If anyone would tease her, then they will oppose them. Okay, deciding so, they went to Bogin Heights, where Vanda Petronsky used to live. But when they reached there, they found no one. So now it was very much clear that they had shifted. There was no one there after coming back to home. Maddie thought all the night. What she had done was wrong. She decided that it would not be repeated in future with anyone. If anyone would tease anyone, then she would stand against it. She would oppose. Okay? And she is not going to tease anyone in future. She was deciding all this the whole night. Okay? So now let us continue with the story and see what happened next. So now every students, please open your book at page number 77. Okay? Everyone please open your book at page number 77. Okay? And look at your book. On Saturday, Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy. It was Saturday and Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy, and they were writing a letter to Vanda Petronsky, and Maddie as well as Peggy, they were writing a letter to Vanda Petronsky. So what they were writing? It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest and telling Vanda she had won. So it was a friendly letter in which they were describing about her winning the first prize. Okay, so they wanted to inform Vanda Petronsky that she had won the first prize. Okay, so that is why both were writing a letter to her, because when they went to her house, they did not find her. So that is why they did not find her. So that is why they decided to write her a letter. They told her how pretty her drawings were. They mentioned in their letter that how pretty Vanda's drawings were, and they asked her if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher, and further in a very friendly way. Now both the girls realized their mistake. They were feeling guilty. So that is why they wrote this letter, and in their letter they also asked her if she liked where she was living, if she liked the place where she was living, and if she liked her new teacher. So these all things they were asking her in a friendly way. They had meant to say they were sorry. So really they had meant to say sorry to Vanda Petronsky. So because of them, they had to leave the city. Okay? But it ended up with their just writing a friendly letter, the kind they would have written to any good friend, and they signed it with lots of X for love. So they wrote this friendly letter, and they signed it with lots of X, so which shows their love for Wanda Petronsky. They mailed the letter to Boggins Heights. So they mailed the letter to Boggins Heights, writing, "Please forward on the envelope." And they wrote on the envelope, "Please forward," as they had shifted to a new city, to a new address. So that is why Maddie and Peggy wrote on the envelope that, "Please forward." Next paragraph. Days passed and there was no answer. So many days passed, but they got no answer. But the letter did not come back. But they did not get any reply. So maybe Wanda had received it. Okay. Sorry. Actually, once again, look at this line. Days passed and there was no answer. So many days passed, but they got no answer from Wanda Petronsky. But on the other hand, the letter did not come back. The letter which they had sent, it also did not come back. So it shows that maybe Wanda had received it. Maybe when Wanda Petronsky had received the letter, so that is why it did not come back. Perhaps she was hurt and angry. She was not going to answer. So they thought that Wanda Petronsky got hurt. So that is why she did not decide to answer the letter. So that is why she did not answer the letter. Maddie and Peggy thought so. You could not blame her. So you could not blame her for not answering the letter, because it is us. Because of them, Wanda's family had to left the city. So it is because of the students who used to tease her. So that is why they had to leave the city. So that is why Wanda was not to be blamed. Weeks went by and still Wanda did not answer. Many weeks passed away, but still Wanda Petronsky did not answer the letter. They did not receive any letter from Wanda Petronsky. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business. Now Peggy started to forget all the things what happened to Wanda Petronsky, and they had written a letter to Wanda Petronsky. All these things Peggy started forgetting. And Maddie put herself to sleep at night making speeches for Wanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with, "How many dresses have you got?" And as far as Maddie is concerned, she put herself to sleep at night making speeches. So she was preparing the speeches about Wanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with, "How many dresses have you got?" So, Maddie could not sleep. She was preparing a speech to be delivered for them who were teasing Wanda. And she was mentioning her speech that how they were asking the questions, "How many dresses have Wanda Petronsky got?" As they used to play dress game with her. The dress game was that they used to ask her, "How many dresses did she have, and how many shoes did she have? So such questions they used to ask to Wanda Petrowski, and she used to answer, she had 100 dresses, 60 pairs of shoes. She did not have all these things in reality. But even though she was answering this way, so it was proved on the day of the result. When the result of the drawing competition was declared, then everyone got to know that why she was answering that she had 100 dresses and 60 pairs of shoes. So she was talking about the drawings. She was not talking about that she had real dresses. Okay. And therefore Wanda could press her lips together in the tight line, and the way she did before answering, Maddie would cry out, "Stop!" So all these things Maddie was thinking, and suddenly she cried out, "Stop!" Then everyone would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. Then everyone started, as Maddie was thinking, realizing the same pain, okay, as Wanda Petrowski was feeling, okay, and they would feel ashamed. So all these things Maddie was thinking, the way she would raise her voice, and the people would the way the students would react. So all these things, because Maddie was the girl who got very much hurted when Wanda left the place, left that city. She was feeling guilty. Okay. So now look at the next paragraph. Now it was Christmas. Look at this paragraph. Now it was Christmas time, and there was snow on the ground. Now it was the time of Christmas, and there was snow on the ground. Christmas bells and small tree decorated the classroom. So Christmas bells and small tree, the classroom was decorated with Christmas tree and Christmas bells and small tree. Okay, the classrooms were decorated with Christmas bell and small tree. On the last day of school, before the holidays, the teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. So, yes. So, what for Wanda and what for Peggy and Maddie? Waiting. Now that letter came on the day of Christmas. Yes. So on the last day of school before the holidays, the teacher showed the letter. The teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. The teacher, Miss Mason, she showed a letter to the classroom which she had received that morning. Okay, students. So now turn over your book at page number 78. Okay, so turn the page at page number 78. Okay, so have you turned your page? Good. Now look at your book. You remember Wanda Petrowski, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest. So you remember Wanda Petrowski? Who said? So the teacher, Miss Mason, said. You remember Wanda Petrowski, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest? Well, she has written me. So, Miss Mason said she had written a letter to me, and I am glad to know where she lives because now I can send her medal. So, Miss Mason, the teacher, informed that she was happy to know that where Vanda lived because now she could send the letter, send her medal that she had, the medal which she had won in dress design competition. So now her teacher was able to send that medal. So that is why she was very happy. Well, she has written to me and I am glad to know where she lives because now I can send her medal. I want to read her letter to you, and further she read out the letter for whole class. Okay? The class sat up with a sudden interest and listened intently. Now class was very much quiet and they were listening intently, willingly, with a great interest. They were listening what had Wanda written in her letter. Okay? Dear Miss Mason. So what was written in Vanda's letter? Her teacher, Miss Mason, started reading it. Dear Miss Mason, how are you? And room number 13. So what she had written? How are you? And room 13. So she asked about all the students of room number 13 in which she used to sit. She used to study. It was her classroom earlier when she was studying in that school. Please tell me the girls, they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. Yes. So, very beautifully Wanda Petronsky answered the questions which he was asked when he was studying in this school. The girls used to ask how many dresses she had. So in order to answer this question, she had written that please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses. Those 100 dresses means the drawings of 100 dresses which she had made, and with that drawing, with that dress design, with that designs of dress which she made in drawing contest, because of that she won the contest. She wrote, please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses. So the girls can keep the 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. I would like that girl Peggy to have the drawing of one green dress with red trimmings. Yes, she had mentioned the name of Peggy and she said Peggy could take that drawing which was of green color with red trimmings. It was for Peggy, as it was Peggy, he used to ask her daily how many dresses she had. So that is why she said there was one dress of green color with red trimmings. It is for Peggy. Peggy can keep it. And her friend Maddie to have the blue one. And her friend Maddie, she could keep the blue one. For Christmas, I miss that school, and my new teacher does not equalize with you. So really, what a great line she had written here. She said, I miss that school, and my new teacher does not equalize with you. So my new teachers cannot be equalized with my old teachers. with the teachers. Those were in that American school. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. So further, she had written Merry Christmas to her teacher and everybody, every students. Yours truly, Wanda Petronsky. So dear students, it was the letter which was sent by Wanda Petronsky to Miss Mason on the day of Christmas. Okay. So this is all about today's video. In my next video, I will explain the remaining paragraphs of this chapter, and I will also discuss question answers and other exercises of this chapter. So thank you students for watching the videos. Please keep watching the videos and keep completing your work. If you have any doubt, please let me know in online classes. I am always there to help you. You can also let me know in WhatsApp group if any problem, any doubt. Okay? So bye bye and see you in the next video. Thank you once again.